Hello, Libra. This is your reading for December. I hope you're doing amazing. I hope your holiday was great. Happy holidays. If you're new, my name is Amber. Nice to meet you. I'm glad you're here. If you're returning, thank you for bringing your energy to my channel. Um, if you find something here that you can use for December that resonates with you, hit that like button so I know. If you find something here that someone else can use, please share. We do like to share healing around these parts. And subscribe if you want to see more from me. Also, if you need a private reading, links in the description box below. I also post daily messages on the community tab. If you're subscribed, it'll pop up in your feed, or you can go to Instagram. I post them there as well. So, Spirit Guide, Guardian Angel, Divine Energy, what do you have for Libra? What would you like for them to know, pay attention to, or be aware of at this time? Libra. December. From now till the end of December. Libra. Okay. So the first card we have is Woman Holding a Coin, 4 and 2. We also have, which is 6, 1 and 6, which is 7, Patience. And Adjacent Possibilities, 2 and 4, which is 6. Alright. I feel like you've been in a relationship or been in something where you're trying to build a relationship, okay? And you're offering something stable to a person, or someone's offering something stable to you. I feel like what's interesting is it's not on your time, it's on divine timing, whether this is successful or not. There's not really much that you can do, okay? But I do feel like you want this. I do feel like you want this to be successful. I also see it going differently than you think. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's going to work out, just not in the way that you think it's going to work out. And in order for things to work out, there has to be a sense of balance. Someone has to make a decision for it to work out. Yeah. Because I'm seeing like there's a recipe for it to work out, and they have to just put all the proper ingredients in the recipe for it to work out, okay? Libra, December. Libra, December. We have the Two of Swords first. The Queen of Cups. The Knight of Swords. The Emperor. The King of Wands. Eight of Swords. Temperance. Four of Swords. And Three of Swords. On the bottom of the deck we have the Page of Swords and the Hierophant. Libra, you're looking for a relationship. You want something stable. You want something that you can rely on. Okay? A relationship. Something that has a bond that you can rely on. And I feel like you're trying to express that in small ways. But what's interesting is they're telling me that you have to follow your path. So it's not about you making something happen or creating a relationship. It's about you doing what's best for you and then it all coming together that way. Okay? So I feel like whatever relationship you're in is kind of in a stalemate. Okay? Um, I feel like you're trying to be nurturing. It feels to me like someone is trying to take control. So you want mint. You want to be in control of the situation. But I feel like you understand that you're not in control of the situation as much as you want to be. It's not your choice. It's not your choice. I feel like you have been not pushing it, but trying to explain to this person what it is that you want from them and what it is that you need. And trying to be there for them the best way that you can. But you're also listening to your intuition, which is why you're kind of stuck in between. It could be that this person is telling you or expressing to you how they feel, and you're trying to discern the best action to take. But I feel like you want to be in control of this situation, which is why you're stuck in between. You're not quite sure. You don't really know. No, I feel like you know what's going on. It's just that you want to make sure that you're both going in the same direction or want the same things. I feel like the other person is trapped because they know exactly what you want or how you want things to go. And it's almost as though they are not sure that that's what they want. But they want to keep communication open with you. And you're being really nurturing about that and communicating with them. But you also don't know where things are going with them. You're not sure if they want the kind of stability that you want as well. I do feel like eventually this person is going to leave this behind and realize that they have a really strong connection to you. I do feel like whatever direction you thought that things were going to go in, you're putting that to a rest. It's almost like leaving it, leaving everything to the universe and releasing control of the situation. You do know what you want, don't get me wrong, but it's just like you're looking at things in a different way or taking a different route. It's like instead of getting the foundations together first or the stability together first and then be in a relationship, it's like you're going to try to be in a relationship and then work on it from there. So it's like you're trying a different route. mm. A different route or a different way of doing things. So it's like you're kind of saying, maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know and maybe I should just let it be for now. But I feel like the person you're dealing with has their own issues. Their own issues, their own priorities, and they're kind of stuck to those things. And I almost feel like they're talking to you about them, Libra. You know about them, you're aware of them. And they're slowly letting them fall. I feel like they're going to control them or whatever their issues are the best way that they know how. But it's going to be a constant struggle for them. So I want you to remember that. Whatever it is that they're leaving behind. And I feel like you're deciding to be patient. But also remain in control, like you know when you need to leave or not. But I feel like you're giving this another chance. But you're taking a rest from a certain idea or a certain direction you have for this relationship. It's like your intuition or just you're starting to be more open to them. Interesting. It's like you're just kind of going with the flow. Yeah, you were definitely being patient about give and take. It's like maybe they weren't spending enough time with you or spending enough money on you or something. It's like there wasn't any balance and you didn't feel like it was fair. So that's why you were pulling back or kind of like on a break, kind of in between in your thoughts, trying to figure out what to do with this. Should I go left or right? Type of energy. Yeah, you're listening to your intuition about being more nurturing about the situation, okay? Because it feels like what you were doing or the way that you were going about things just wasn't working for you or the relationship or moving things forward, even though you definitely want stability. I feel like that's where you're coming from, is that you want stability. And I feel like this person wants to change. I feel like this person was not happy without you at all, okay? They're not happy without you. And they know they have things to deal with the devil card or burdens. It may have to do with their own ego, okay? Their own ego. And there's changes happening in their lives as well. And they need to assess that. It's like they realized that they were losing their family, right? So whatever there was they were doing to make themselves happy, and if they keep saying ego to me, so it was something based on their ego, they have to leave that behind. They're gonna have to leave that behind. I feel like they really want to work on it, believe it or not, Libra. Yeah, and you're seeing by holding on to control that nothing has been moving forward. It's like you were doing this in hopes that it would kind of make them see or that things would change, and it wasn't working. The way that things were going, it wasn't working. And you were losing a part of you or someone that really made you happy or that was influential to you. Yeah, the way that you were going, I feel like it left you trapped. It left you trapped. It left the other person feeling like there was nothing they could do because they can't. It's like they can't easily walk away from what they have going on. They can work on it. And I feel like they are because they miss you. But whatever the problem is, it's still lingering there. And it's almost like you're giving them another chance to deal with it or to handle it. But you are going to have your eyes open. You're going to have your eyes open because you don't want to get lost again. with no direction with this situation or this person. But I do feel like you're going to give it another chance, Libra. I do. Yeah, this person is trapped in whatever they have going on. I feel like they're ready to let it go, though. They're ready to let it go and start moving towards something new. But this is like a rebirth for them, and I feel like it's a lot going on. It's a lot for them to handle, whatever it is. They're tired of going down the route or whatever it was that they were doing, because they were missing out on the love or the family, the affection that they could have. They weren't getting it. So they might have been trying to get affection or love somewhere else and it wasn't working, right? So they're getting control back of their emotions. Control of their emotions again. Where they find their joy, where they find their feelings. They're getting their heart together. Yeah, I feel like there are going to be little wins moving forward, okay? Small wins and small things that happen to make you feel like you're on the right path and that you're building a relationship. But you don't need to be worried about this, because I feel like you're going to be worried, but if you accept or try to do this, it's going to take some time, okay? I feel like it's going to take some time for you to heal. I feel like it's going to take time for you to heal. And the blockages are going to fall off one by one. I feel like you have to heal each thing as they come up. Okay? It's not going to be like a miraculous, everything is wonderful. It's going to take some time, okay? So put your direction of how you want things to go to rest. It's really about this person healing and you being there for them, like nurturing them right now. See, if I feel like it's time for you to put those hopes to the side, even though you really don't want to. It's just time to heal, okay? Because as things start coming about, as things are revealed to them, to you, you're going to be dealing with those things. So it's not about working on the relationship right now. It's really about working on what's happening, yeah? Because I feel like there are demons that you have to deal with or fight, or relationship issues that you got to go through with this person if you're decided to hold on to them. If you're not decided to hold on to them, obviously this reading isn't for you, okay? So I don't want to hear about it. Okay, so 3 of Swords. Yeah, they're going to go through a dark side of the moon phase, okay? There are going to be some times where they get really egocentric. Like, oh, I don't need to work on that, or I'm not dealing with that, okay? It's just their way of healing. So it's going to be things that they're going to have to get through on their own, okay? Because I feel like all this is ego-driven. If they don't deal with it, and it may have to do with their family, honestly, but if they don't deal with it, they're going to lose their stability with you, okay? It's like they need to learn how to tame their demons. There could be some friends as well that they need to let go of that aren't good for them, okay? They need to change their perspective on how they view fun, too, for some of you. Some of you, they like to drink or do drugs or something that is unhealthy. And they need to change their perspective on how they have fun, which is going to be through them. See, it's about how they view things, how they manifest, how they take action on things. That's what it's about. That's going to have to change, okay? Yeah, there's going to be a dark side of the moon here, especially with the 5 of Pentacles here. This could be a person that disappears from time to time or does things to make you feel like you're being left out in the cold. If they do that, then it's time for you to let it go, okay? That's what I'm going to say. It's not for you to nurture, because remember, okay. Let me focus because it's all going to come out jumbly. So what Spirit is showing me is you need to have a good set of foundations and rules for yourself, okay? Because you could be trying to help somebody from the kindness of your heart, and I see that's what you're trying to do here with this individual. This is a good time to put the relationship on the back burner, and right now you're being a friend to work on this person so then you can work on the relationship. But I feel like that's really being put to the side right now so you can assist this person through a transition of some sort. But you have to have a set foundation or set boundaries, okay? Or you're going to fall into a rabbit hole, okay? So if they leave you out in the cold, if they walk away, if they go back to their old life, then you need to let this go because you have your set rules and boundaries, okay? It's almost like if you're a recovering addict and you have a sponsor and the addict goes and relapses, and then as the sponsor you go to help them and then you relapse, then y'all both addicted to drugs again, okay? So it's about having those rules and boundaries set, okay? So let's go into your oracle cards, Libra. Hello, Libra. I'm back. So we're going to do your oracle cards for the month of December. Libra, for the month of December. We have risk. Take a risk. You have the power within to move mountains. You have pleasure. Do something for fun. Pleasure is one of life's essential nutrients. Lots of purple here. Lots of purple. You have intent. Focus your energy. There is amazing power and strong intuition. Libra, December. Soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Libra for December. Libra for December. You deserve love. You are lovable. Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Okay. Okay, Libra. So this is what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing that the situation is serious and you've been treating it as such. And it's like it's time for you to lighten up about it. Not forget about it. Just lighten the energy a little bit. Because I honestly feel like this person needs you. You know? It's like it's time for you to release like what has happened or what's going to happen, focusing on the relationship and really focusing on each other as individuals, you know? I feel like there's some sort of bond between you two where something isn't quite over yet. You need to realize your power and the power that you have to move mountains and the power that you have within yourself. You are a strong individual, right? And I feel like no matter what you get into, if you keep your power, you can leave it whenever you want to. You're not bolted to the situation. I feel like when you go in to help this person, you need to be finicky. Because they're showing me finicky or light on your feet so you're able to leave when it's time to leave if things don't go right. Okay, but I feel like if you don't help this person or you don't try again, you're going to regret the situation. Okay, honestly, remember that you are special on your own. You deserve real love and things like that. It's not for you to completely heal this person. I feel like you're a nurturing step in their life, right? Just know that what you're intending to do and what your intentions are good, okay? But there is big emphasis on you listening to your intuition and being connected with spirit throughout this situation. Okay? It's very interesting. This is very interesting energy. Cuz I feel like you want to be there and it's what you want to do. But in your way of controlling yourself or the situation, you don't want to be there or you don't want to get deep into it. And it's not about you getting deep into it, it's just about you being there for right now. I don't know how else to explain it, but you need to be able to leave. You need to be able to know when it's time to leave, if it's time to go. And I also feel like you don't need to be looking at this as um, I'm setting up for the future of this relationship. It's more about you being there for this person right now. It's about both of you being individuals and building each other up, and then the relationship can come later. But that's what this is about right now, okay? Know that spirit is on your side as long as you're doing the right things. Because I feel like if you start doing the wrong things or things start going a little too deep than they need to, it's going to go downhill really fast. Okay? It's like whitewater rafting. It's like everything's smooth and everything's fine and you may feel like you can take the vest off and everything's good, and then all of a sudden the waves pick up and then you fall out of the boat and then you drown. I know that sounds really like deep, but it's just about preparing yourself for what's to come, keeping yourself safe, okay? All right. So thank you so much for listening, Libra. If you need a private reading, links in the description box below. I love you so much. Bye-bye.